I'm so bad at introing. Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back. Today's video is kind of the start of a little mini series I will be doing as I am 36 weeks pregnant and I have about at most a month left before little girl gets here. So I wanted to start a series on show you what I'm doing to help prepare for labor and for birth. And one of the first things that I've done, because it's probably one of the easiest things in my opinion to get done, is packing my hospital bag, which it's all in a big pile right here. But I'll show you what I'm bringing, how I'm staying organized and everything, and how what I'm bringing is important in terms of COVID restrictions and specifically for my hospital and what I would like for my birth to be like. To start off, I think one of the best and most important things I have is this. So this is my birth binder, as I call it. It has everything I need in it to help with labor, to help Martin, help me through labor, for the hospital, for everything. It has everything in it. And I think this is a great resource for any mothers because it helps you stay organized. You have everything printed out beforehand. You don't have to worry about filling out paperwork at the hospital, things like that. So I'll show you a little bit what's in it. When you open it up, I have an expo marker and you'll see why I have later. We have these documents. So these are my hospital guidelines and what they expect. You can go onto your hospital's website and see exactly what their hospital guidelines. And basically these guidelines tell you like what and where to check in depending on the time, what they offer, all sorts of stuff, and just kind of overall what to expect. So if you have this printed out and you know for a fact that your hospital policy allows, let's say, for you to labor in a tub, and a nurse or someone tries to convince you otherwise, you can pull this baby out and say, no, look, it's right here that I'm allowed to do this. So the next thing I have in here is my going to hospital checklist, and I will leave this link down below. I actually made this for Martin so that he knows exactly what to do for when it's time to go to the hospital. So like how long my contractions should be, step-by-step instructions, and a couple of questions to ask either when you call the day of or to ask beforehand. So I was lucky enough to get a hold of one of the nurses in labor and delivery today, and I got to ask her some of the questions on this sheet beforehand, and I just filled out what she said. Next, I have these two sheets that are from my husband's birthing class called Supporting Her, which I highly recommend for anyone who's never gone through labor. If you don't have a partner who's experienced it, who knows nothing about labor, it's something that was really beneficial for my husband and he's found really helpful. And they offer these two worksheets about how to help keep the environment peaceful, how to advocate for your spouse or whoever, and overall just kind of little reminders to help him while I'm in labor. And next in my binder is my registration form. So you can see right here, my pre-registration form. This is something that you should fill out before you go to the hospital. And it's really important you do because otherwise you have a bunch of paperwork you have to sign and like do while you're laboring. Next thing here is about the information for her birth certificate. Now, this was given to me by my hospital. If it's not on your hospital's website, you could probably find it through your state or whatever. But overall, it's just kind of a pre-checklist for filling out the birth certificate, and I can either just give them paperwork directly, or at least we have something with all of the information, because there's a lot of information you need to know when you're filling out for a birth certificate. And the next thing I have is my birth plan. So my hospital offers this kind of mini checklist of everything that they offer, and you just check off what you want and you can give it to them when you get there. You can always make your own birth plan if that's what you feel comfortable with. I just am going with the checklist because I think it's pretty explanatory, and I think my hospital does a really good job of having everything that I would want on there. The next thing I have, and I will link this down below, is my hospital bag checklist, which you'll see is really important. I've already started checking off everything that is packed or needs to be packed or needs to be washed, and that's where this expo marker comes in, because I know I am one of those people that I need to double check everything before I leave anywhere. That includes like when I leave a hotel, when I leave, you know, in-laws, whatever. I always have a checklist of like what I need to repack. So once we're done and this is all filled out for the hospital, then when we get there, we can also refill it out and make sure that we've repacked everything. The last thing I have in here is my baby tracking log. So this is something I will also link down below that I made. And basically it goes over how many times and when baby fed, how many times they've changed, their sleep cycle, and any notes that we need as well. First, we need all of this stuff that's going to be in my hospital bag. So I'm actually going to start off with everything that I'm bringing for baby. So this is her hospital bag per se / diaper bag. So there's kind of a bunch of stuff in here, and I will link this down below. I really like this bag. It's pretty cheap from Amazon. I think it was about $35, and it's got a lot of pockets, lots of room. It has lots of storage. I like that it's neutral colors so that my husband doesn't feel weird walking around with it as well. So of course we have wipes. I have 1,000,001 things of like little sample wipes that I got from my free boxes for my registries. So I've just packed all of those in here. There is a little hole in the side so you can just open it up and take it out. And then inside is the fun stuff. So some of this stuff won't always be needed specifically for the hospital, but because this is just her primary diaper bag as well, I've just packed it like I would a normal diaper bag. So I have like a few newborn diapers. I didn't really buy many newborn diapers. We are cloth diapering, so those are at home because you can't really bring cloth diapers to the hospital, but the few disposables I have we're bringing with us just in case she has a blowout on the car ride home. But like I said, it's only like 2. You will be provided with wipes and diapers and all sorts of things by the hospital, so you really don't need much. Some other things that we're bringing, and for me, we have things like, I have this sample of nipple cream that I'm bringing, so I don't have to bring my main like jar that's in my bag. And then I have a couple disposable nursing pads, so a few more. So I have quite a few of those that I got from, again, those free sample boxes. Fun stuff. So one of the big things that I have in here, so this is actually a changing mat that I love for on the go. So in here we have like a first aid kit. I keep a first aid kit in every single bag. I have one in my purse. Martin has one in his bag. We keep them in our car. They're just little ones that you can get at the dollar store, but they're always good to have on hand. And then this is the changing mat. So you have the mat itself, and then you have this little pocket of stuff you can keep in. So like up here, I have a couple more newborn diapers, some wipes that we can use. This mat is from Munchkin. I got it at Target. It wasn't very expensive, but it's a really good quality. And what's nice about this is if you go on like a small run and you don't feel like taking your whole diaper bag, you can just bring this. Next thing in her bag is we have this swaddle, mostly to kind of use as a tool so that my husband can learn how to swaddle a baby properly, because he's never swaddled a baby. I know how to swaddle a baby, but he doesn't. So I'm bringing this so the nurses can teach him how to swaddle her nicely. Another thing I have is I have a simple burp cloth. My sister got me these. They're nice. They're muslin, and what's nice about them is they're kind of rounded like this, so they fit over your shoulder really easily. bringing one just to help clean up. And then the more important things I'm bringing, so I'm bringing this blanket. This is her going home blanket. My mom crocheted this from scratch, so it's just something that's really special and will be in her pictures. And then also for baby, we're bringing a couple outfits, not many. So we're bringing, this is a newborn sleeper that we got from the baby shower. I like it because it has the little mittens over it and it's got feeties. And I just overall think it's really cute. It, like I said, it is a size newborn. I didn't keep most of the newborn clothes I got because most babies don't fit newborn clothing for very long, but I did have a few, so I decided to bring it just in case. Also bringing, these are two, again, like I said, I didn't buy these. I actually got these two for free from Packed when I made an order through them, but it's just two plain white onesies and then a little bow that matches her blanket. And some other things in her diaper bag, we have things like, so we have two different kinds of diaper ointment in here. I actually got this kind from, again, those sample boxes. I can't praise those things enough. I'll talk about registries in another video, but highly recommend getting all of your sample boxes from the registries because you get a lot of stuff. So we have diaper cream. This one is from California Baby. This is actually one my mom bought because I really like this company. So we have both in here. In here, we have her pacifier, and it's in a little holder that came with this bag actually. But we have her pacifier that I want to use. This is from a company called Bibs. They're made in Denmark. It's made from all natural rubber, so it's really safe and very much more eco-friendly than your typical. And then her little holder for her pacifier. I like this. This is 100% silicone and this is wood. And again, just so much better for the environment. Plus, they're pretty cute. So that's everything we're taking for baby. Babies really don't need much. The hospital is going to give you a lot of stuff. They're going to give you clothes, they're going to give you diapers, they're going to give you wipes. So don't worry about having to pack too much. Like I said, a lot of the reason I have some of the stuff in there is because that is just her main diaper bag. So it would just stay in there regardless whether it was for the hospital or not. Okay, so now let's get into what's in mine / my husband's hospital bag because we're kind of sharing. So one of the first things I'm bringing, it's not really in the bag, but something I'm bringing with me is my boppy pillow. There's kind of mixed reviews on whether to bring this with you to the hospital. I'm gonna bring mine because one, it's cute and I think it'd be cute for pictures, and two, because I just think they're really beneficial, not only to help you with breastfeeding, but it's also really nice to sit on these right after your vaginal delivery because it kind of takes pressure off of your hips and stuff and everything so that, you know, you can sit more comfortably. The bag itself is just this small suitcase, this little carry-on suitcase that we already owned, that will carry both mine and all of my husband's things. Before my husband, one of the first things that I think you need to pack is clothes. Now, because of COVID, the policies are constantly changing. They did tell me today that he's allowed to come and go now, but just in case that changes again, where he's not allowed to leave the hospital, I am packing a couple days worth of clothes for him. So things like, you know, shirts, his favorite joggers, socks, underwear, all those kind of things that he's gonna need just in case he does end up having to stay. The important thing that is for my husband, because he loves them, is his moccasins. They're really comfortable. He'll probably just wear these to the hospital, but I highly recommend for anybody to get yourself a pair of moccasins because honestly, I think they're the best kind of shoe ever. They're super comfortable and you just can't go wrong. So the next thing we're bringing is something you're really going to need when you're in the hospital, which is a phone charger. So I'm currently unraveling it because it's a little tangled, but this is, I think it's like 10 feet long that I got off of Amazon. So it's a super long charging cable. And I've heard that the outlets in the hospital are always far away, so to get an extra long cable, they weren't very expensive. I just got a cheaper brand because if we have to throw them away afterwards, then we have to throw them away and it's not that big of a deal. Or if we forget them. The next thing that I will be packing for him, it's not currently in here because he's using them, is some headphones. So after baby's born, he's gonna need something to do while he's in the hospital, whether that's watching a movie or playing video games or whatever. So headphones will be really important for him. To also help with his distractions, I'm bringing his Nintendo Switch. We got this case, he actually got it for Christmas, that you can just, it's a charging case, so you just charge the case itself and it keeps a good amount of battery in it, so we don't have to worry about bringing his charger with us to the hospital. Now, some other kind of more random things we're bringing for him is things that are more comfort items, like energy drinks. My husband drinks Monsters all the time. He drinks one almost every single day. So having energy drinks, along with things like snacks, we have things like pistachios, fruit snacks, protein bars. We'll also be bringing some fruit with us, things that we can eat while we're in the hospital so we don't have to worry about going out and getting food. And lastly, for everyone, this one's mine, but he has a big water bottle. He's currently using it at work that he will be bringing with him. So again, we don't have to worry about going out and getting stuff. One of the first things I'm bringing that I think is really important specifically to me is my own personal labor gown. So this one, I'll link it down below. I got off of Amazon. So you have the snaps that come down for easy breastfeeding or skin-to-skin access. You also have on the back, the whole back comes undone. So if you do decide to have an epidural or whatever have you may, this all comes undone. So the nurses have easy access. It's kind of hard to tell, but in the front, you have this giant slit. So again, easy access to your vaginal area and everything. And just double check with your hospital that you're allowed to bring your own laboring gown. My hospital totally encourages it. They think it's awesome. I got mine in navy blue because I like blue, and I think a dark color is good for laboring because you do get a lot of fluids and stuff like that on you. Some of the next things I'm bringing with me, and it's kind of more gross, not necessarily gross, but I guess, you know, TMI, is my specific postpartum underwear. So these are definitely, you know, granny panty style underwear that you're going to need because you are not going to be wanting to feel stylish. You're not going to be wanting to like have lacy anything. You're going to want to have something that has structure, that's comfortable, that's breathable, because you are going to be wearing some giant Maxi Pads for labor. Speaking of which, I also have some of those giant Maxi Pads. Now, I'm bringing my own underwear and my own Maxi Pads because I like a specific brand. I have very sensitive skin, so I like to bring my own things just in case, but the hospital does provide you with things like a labor gown, like Maxi Pads. They provide this mesh underwear, they provide, you know, adult diapers, whatever you may want, they have at the hospital for you, so you don't necessarily have to bring your own. I just do it because it's more comfortable for me. So in regards to my sensitive skin, something else I'm bringing is my allergy medicine. I take children's Benadryl because I've always taken it. I have a really hard time swallowing pills, and this is a liquid and it does just fine for me. But I never know if I'm gonna have a reaction to anything that the hospital uses, if they use a certain type of, you know, laundry soap or whatever, that I might have a reaction to, so I always bring my Benadryl just in case. In terms of clothes, I am bringing a couple of clothing items. And the first things I'm bringing is I am bringing 2 maternity bras. These ones are also from Target. They're the Arden brand. I really liked them. I think they're super comfortable. I have 2 different styles. This one, like I said, they just snap and pull down. And this one is more like a traditional bra where it clips in the back. And the other one I have is more like a sports bra where it's a racer back. Also in regards to breastfeeding, some other things I'm bringing are 2 nursing tanks. So these ones are from Pact, which I really support that company. I think they're great. And same thing, they just clip down for easy access. And they're made from 100% organic cotton, so they're super soft and really comfortable. Some other clothing items I'm bringing is just some comfortable leggings. These are New Balance. I love these leggings. I've worn them throughout my entire pregnancy, and I got them from TJ Maxx. I get pretty much all of my workout clothes from TJ Maxx, but like I said, super comfortable. Overall, comfort should be your number one priority when packing clothes. So whether you want to be in sweats or leggings or a dress or shorts or whatever have you may, just make sure you pack something that you're going to be comfortable in, something to go at least home in. Something else I'm bringing, like I said, with my husband, moccasins. I love moccasins. Some people like slippers, some people bring fuzzy socks, whatever you want. Personally, I'm bringing my moccasins. I can't get enough of them. I'll probably just wear them to the hospital along with wearing my labor gown. Now to more hygiene related products. You're going to want to shower after giving birth, and so you need a couple different things. So one of the first things I'm bringing for showering is I'm bringing my own towel. Again, you don't have to do this. I'm doing it because I have sensitive skin, so this is my own towel that's been washed in my own laundry soap that I know doesn't affect me. And personally, I would just rather have a nicer towel after showering. Some other things in terms of showering you're going to need is some cheap shower shoes. So these ones, like I said, I got them from Target. I think they were $2. They can be thrown away after, but you always want to make sure you bring shower shoes. Anyone who's had to live in a college dorm knows this, because you don't want to get a foot fungus up from the hospital. And of course, another important thing is a hygiene bag. So in here I have hair ties of all different sizes. I have chapstick. I have a shampoo bar. I have my toothbrush, toothpaste. Everything I'm going to need is in my hygiene bag. I am bringing my own hair dryer. This is actually a travel hair dryer my mom and I have had for years, and it's just a small hair dryer, kind of like the one you see in hotels. It's really easy to pack, and it's actually a pretty good hair dryer for what it is. And of course, these aren't currently packed yet, but I'm bringing my own hairbrush and comb. And the last thing that it actually hasn't been packed yet, because we're borrowing it from somebody because we lost ours, is a portable speaker. That way I can play music throughout my labor or whatever I want to listen to, whether it's a podcast or whatever, something to distract me while I'm in labor so that I have some extra noise. So besides those things, some other things you might want to pack is your own personal pillow, your own personal blanket, anything honestly that is going to make you feel comfortable. The whole point of packing a hospital bag is to have things that are going to make you feel comfortable and have the best stay while you're at the hospital. I think last note is really important to keep in mind that your hospital provides pretty much everything you're going to need, but you should always double check and call them so you don't have to pack that much. I'm probably overpacking for what it is, but like I said, I pack a lot of my own stuff because that's what makes me the most comfortable. Do what's best for you and do what's best for your family. Anyways, I hope you guys found this video helpful. If you have any questions, please let me know. Again, I have links to a lot of the items that are packed down below, along with the downloadable worksheets. Good luck to all you mamas out there or whoever is packing for the hospital. I wish you all the best of luck and a healthy and safe delivery. Bye.